So, I was called. Yes. I was called to go on a 3-day fast. And I'm not going to lie, when I was called to do it, I was a little timid because, of course, the enemy had to intervene and try to make me think, girl, you're not going to be able to eat. You're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do it. But then I started to realize that if the enemy is plaguing me in that way, it's something behind this fast. This fast gotta hold my breakthrough. This fast must be the fast that a lot of questions is about to get answered. This fast must be a fast where a lot of things are going to be revealed. So, because he wouldn't be attacking me, right? In that way, speaking of my fast. Now, this is how you know the enemy knows all things, because I ain't tell him about it. You know what I mean? But soon as it was placed in my spirit to go on this fast, all these things started happening in my mind. Like, girl this and girl that. You can't fast because of this. Nah, dead all that. This fast, I'm still on it. I'm on day 2. So by the time you guys see this video, the fast will be over and I will be able to share the revelation in which I received from that fast. Now, the first day was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was bad. But it didn't stop me from keep wanting to push through. And on this fast, I shut down my phone. Do not disturb. I'm good for that, even when it's not a fast. But I shut down my phone. I shut down anything that does not have to do with Christ. I'm in my word. I'm looking at sermons that has to do with fasting. My fasting is really about deliverance, though. It's to break the chains and the bondages and destroying the yokes that has been placed on my life throughout the years, which have just been revealed to me through fasting. So I knew I needed to be delivered from something, but I didn't know what. And I know that they say fasting, you're going to hear from God, and it's going to be more clearly in this. And it's true. But some people go on a fast and think that you're going to just not eat one meal and then you're going to hear from Christ. You have to put in the work. It's about sacrificing, denying the flesh so that you can come into that relationship, not religion, relationship with Christ. And that's what this is predicated on, okay? So fast forward, yesterday was my first day of fasting. And the enemy showed up and he showed out. So I'm a right-hander, and I don't know how this happened, but I'm going to give you guys a close-up. Okay? These are my nails, but don't worry about the feeling, I know. But these are my nails, and can I tell you, he showed up and showed out. Now, fasting, you have to journal. You have to write. I have to cook. I have to wash dishes. I have to do, it's things I have to do, and this is my dominant hand. The pain was so excruciating that it was all the way up in my shoulder. It had me thinking I was having a headache, but I really didn't. But it didn't stop me, because I found the way around it, okay? I learned how to become a lefty instead of a righty. But I still chose to show the enemy that you will not win. You cannot defeat me in this. This fast is happening, and whatever things that you have attached to my life will be broken off after this fast. And he didn't want to hear that. I was called to do this fast by the Lord. It was in my spirit. And then, let me rewind a little bit. Before I started the fast, I asked the Lord what day he wanted me to start my fast. Because I didn't just want to be like, oh, okay, let me just start a fast tomorrow. No, I wanted to know the specific day he wanted me to start my fast. And in my dreams, he told me the 28th. So I said, okay, the 28th. I don't know why, but we're going to go with the 28th. And this was probably around like the 22nd or the 23rd. He said the 28th. So we're going to roll with the 28th. So I started on the 28th. Today is the 29th. And today, I woke up. It was a little shaky today because, of course, I'm in pain. Not only that, the enemy tried to play on my mind, like, oh, this fast ain't gonna work for you. The Lord ain't doing nothing for you. I mean, literally just mind games, right? But then the enemy put me to work because I had to say, you know what? I rebuke you. And I started naming the things that he has brought me through over the past 2 years. And let's not even think, I started naming things from years ago that I didn't even realize that the Lord has brought me through. But because I seen that the Lord told me that he was always with me, that he was the one that brought me through those things that I didn't realize that I didn't do it on my own. You got it? The enemy wants to play mind games with you because though we may not see the things, a lot of us is looking for the gifts. You know what I mean? A lot of people fast looking for materialistic things. Yeah, that would have been me a couple of months ago before I got started digging. But now I want the spiritual things. But the enemy wants you to believe that the Lord isn't doing the things in your life that you believe for him to do. And though the Lord is working behind the scenes, just know that the things he is working on behind the scenes will soon be in your presence. I'm just saying. So let me tell you. So it's nothing that the enemy can say to me that would make me think different. But because he's in your mind, once he get a hold of this, if you're not strong enough, he will take you on a roller coaster. Because this is happening. This fast is happening. And though it's called the fast, I'm going to do it slow and diligently and effectively and precisely, and I'm going to get through it. And let me tell you, when I started this fast, I expected to be like extremely hungry. I mean, I'm hungry. You know what I mean? I haven't eaten in almost 48 hours. But I'm not hungry to the point where I'm starving. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not craving anything. And the only time, because the enemy gotta come around, show up and show out again. He like, oh, think about them candy yams in the refrigerator. Think about that big chicken you got in the refrigerator. I'm just thinking about this stuff, and I gotta heat it up for my son and everything. And I'm like, Dad, I do want to play, but I'll smell it. But the enemy wants you to be weak in these areas because he knows what you are refraining from. So he's going to start enticing the thinking of those things. On my first night, I had this really bad headache because, I'm not eating. I had this really terrible headache. And in my sleep, this is how you know that you're doing this and you are in the spirit. You are in the presence of the spirit. In my sleep, I'm like, oh my God, Lord, my head hurts so bad. And I was about to go get an Excedrin, the headache medicine. I was about to go get 2 of those and take them down like Chris Brown. But I said, you know what? In my sleep, you fasting. I got to feel all this. That means I have to feel my hunger pains, my stomach growling. I got to hear that. I got to thirst. I got to get the white stuff around. I got to feel this and know that it's for a purpose. And know that I am not just going on a diet restriction, because when you're fasting, you got to do the things that you're fasting for, right? So I have to pray, I have to praise, I have to worship, I have to read, I have to journal, I have to do all those things. And if you don't do those things, that means you are just putting yourself on a hunger strike for no apparent reason. And we ain't doing that over here at all. So I just wanted to make this video on my day 2. It's going to be another one. So by the time you see this video, my fast will be over. And we're going to see what day 3 is going to bring. Because I'm speaking breakthrough. I'm speaking deliverance. I'm speaking healing. I'm speaking prosperity. I'm speaking all these things into my life because I know that it's doable because of who I'm walking with. The girl is on a whole new level. And the thing is this. Why did he say the 28th? Because my fast is over the 31st. And it's like, girl, the 28th, because you're about to be stepping into a new year. He gave me a glimpse of who I was in 2024. Now here it is 2025. I'm in the new year. And now, new things is coming or whatever. But I'm not doing no New Year's resolutions. I'm just working this thing that the Lord is birthing in me. I cannot wait to see how I spiritually mature in 2025. But stay tuned because we're going to speak about this tomorrow on day 3.